If there is one image which is currently ruling the AI social media, it is this one. Alibaba has cooked again. This time, they have come up with one of the fastest and most performant coding model out there in open source. So much so that this model is rivaling Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro in coding, plus OpenAI's GPT-4 model series, and even it has beaten lot of bigger model. DeepSeek is nowhere to be seen, as you can see on this benchmark. In this video, we are going to install this model locally with Ollama, and I will walk you through step by step as how to get that done. We will also be testing out this model on various coding prompts, so stay tuned, this is going to be fun. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as it helps a lot. So what exactly is this model? This model is a causal model with 30.5 billion parameters in total, but only 3.3 billions are actively used during inference, which primarily makes it very efficient, just like the other Qwen3 models which we have covered, especially in this 30 billion size in the last few days. And you know, if you're a follower of my channel, that Qwen3 is like raining cats and dogs with models at the moment. So coming back to this model, just very quickly, this model has got a very unique architecture. It includes 32 query attention heads and 4 key value attention heads per layer, optimized for both speed and accuracy, and that is why it is called as Flash, which is the same name for the actual 30 billion A3B coder model in this Qwen3 series. One of the standout feature is its long context capability, natively supporting up to more than 262,000 tokens, which can be extended to 1 million tokens using Yarn. So I'll be talking a bit more later down the road in the video around all of these results, but for now let's get it installed. As I said, I'm going to use Ollama, which is one of the easiest tools to run large language models locally. If you don't know what Ollama is, just search my channel, and in order to install it, just click on download. Run this command for Linux, and for Mac and Windows, just download this exe and just do next, and Ollama will be installed. Once you have done it, just do Ollama list. You will see that Ollama will be showing you the models which are installed. Same command for Windows, Linux, Mac, whatever. I don't have the coder model installed at the moment. Now let me quickly show you my GPU. So I just so this is the correct command. So you see I have this NVIDIA RTX 48 GB VRAM and 6001. So in this one I have 48 GB, so I can't load the full model. So what do? I will go with the quantized version. Unsloth has done this quantized version here. So all you need to do is to go to this Hugging Face page of Unsloth, go to Qwen3-Coder, go to files, and then in the files you will see there are a lot of quants. Now depending upon your VRAM, just pick up any one of them. I think you would at least need 8 GB of VRAM to run this lower quant. The top one is the smallest, not the top one, you can see with the size at 11.3. I'm just hovering over it, and then there are a lot of others too. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go with one of the smaller ones. Primarily, maybe I will go with the Q4K XL. I just want to, the reason being because I want to show you if there is any performance hit or not. So once you have figured out your quant, so let's say you want to go with, let's say this one, you click on that file, make sure that you copy all of this repo, and then this gguf file here. In this gguf file, you need to grab this Q4KS value. This is a quant level, and if you don't know what exactly is meant by quant level or quantization level, just search my channel. I have done a very easy to understand video. So in very simple words, the model size is reduced while they try to preserve as much performance as possible. Okay, so in this quantization version, the tool calling is bit off, it seems, anyway, but other than that, the model's performance is not bad. And don't worry, I'm also going to do another video with the full version, but for this one, in response to a lot of people's queries, I'm going to go with the quantized version. So once you have done that, come to your terminal, run this command. So Ollama run, and then hf.co unslot the name of the repo which I mentioned, and then just put ud dash q4 underscore k underscore excel or whatever quant you have, like q2 q6. Just copy the quant level from there and put it there, and then press enter. And you can see it has started downloading. It is, the size is 17 GB. While that happens, if you're looking to rent a GPU or VM like me, just go to video's description, grab the link of Massed Compute, and you will find the discount coupon code of 50% too for range of GPUs. So please do check them out. I also want to introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Agent. Agent is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application built on top of Camel, empowering you to build, manage, and deploy a custom AI workforce that can turn your most complex workflows into automated tasks. And you will find the link to their website in video's description. Okay, so I'm just going to let it download while we talk a bit more about this benchmark of this great model. So if you compare to the other models, both proprietary and open source, this Flash model demonstrates competitive performance. In agentic coding task, as you can see here, it has achieved score comparable to or even better than many larger model. On the terminal benchmark, for example, it has scored 31.3, which is close to the score of 37 achieved by larger 480 billion Qwen3 coder model. If you look at the SUI benchmark with open hand and 500 tons, it achieves a score of 51.6. It has beaten Kimi K2, DeepSeek V3. In agentic browser use, as you can see here, Qwen3-Coder has outperformed really well on Web Arena and Mind2Web, and these are very competitive scores from and it has really did well in comparison to the proprietary model like Claude and GPT-4. Agentic tool use model has again shown very good performance, and then all the performances, I think, offer you a compelling balance of performance and efficiency. So if you're looking for a smallish open source coding model, maybe these days this could be a very good choice. They also have shared a lot of other information on their model card. I would suggest go and read it out. I think that should be a fun read. Okay, let's go back. It is almost downloaded, and then it is going to verify the checksum. So let's wait for it. Maybe instead of waiting and wasting time, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open another window. And for GUI, you can install this pip install OpenWeb UI and just run this command. It is going to install it. I think I already have it. And then I'm just going to serve it on my local system. Now this is where, because we are working on bleeding edge, sometimes this doesn't work because this uses primarily the sometimes older version of transformers, and these new models which have been just released an hour ago, they are only compatible with the source transformer. So that is where if it doesn't work, don't worry, we can always use it within Ollama. But anyway, it's always a good idea to give it a try. There you go, our model is loaded. So I'm just going to exit from here just to show you how it looks like in Ollama list. There you go. So our model is loaded. The size is around 17 gig. So I'm just going to go back and then start serving my open web UI, and then I will check if I'm able to access it in the browser or not. And there you go, my open web UI is running, and it seems they have upgraded transformer, and our Qwen3-Coder is now visible in this open web UI console. And once you have in Ollama, you can integrate it with a lot of tools like Client, RuCode, and Aider, and few others. And I will be making more videos on it today, so stay tuned. But for now, let's check it out. I'm just going to decrease it a bit so that we should be able to see a bit of what exactly is happening. Okay, so let's try out the first one. Okay, so for first one, I'm going to give it a bit of a hard one. So I'm asking it to create me a self-contained HTML file using p5.js that features a colorful animated rocket zooming dynamically across the screen in random directions, and then it should leave behind a trail of sparkling fireworks. And then there are various other features I wanted to do, like it should be moving smoothly, rotating, occasionally trigger a fireworks, and then it would be good to have some particles spread outward, and then some positioning and that sort of stuff. So I'll just run it, and it is very fast. You see, I'm running it in real time. I'm not pausing it so that you can see. I'll just move it here because the new version of OpenWeb UI also shows you it in real time. There you go. So it's running, and how good is that? I'm just going to move it here. I think, remember, quantized version and a very lower quant, Q4. I can't wait to test it in the other one. So I'm just going to make it bigger like this. Enjoy the spectacle. And I can also click here. You see, it is interactive. It is zipping across my screen, and look at this beautiful thing. I think we can end the video here. It's all done. It's all settled. It's very nice. This is simply, I think I'm just like a kid in a candy store. So I'll just pause, go back now. Okay, so I have just pressed escape and I have come back. So this was really good stuff. Okay, let's click on this new on the top left on the new chat, and we will try out another one. Okay, in the next one, what I'm going to test is quite a hard one. I'll just take you up. So I am giving it a large time series database schema, and then I am asking it to optimize a SQL query. So not only this prompt test deep understanding of query planning, indexing, sub-query optimization, and scalability strategies in all the modern SQL engines, especially around time series. So it is different than the relational one. So let's run this. Look at the speed. Quantized version, and look at the speed. And I can already tell you it has done wonderfully well. I have tested it with the same prompt with Claude Opus, and I believe this one has really done well. And it looks really similar to Claude Sonnet in terms of emojis. Not saying that they have copied anything from there, but looks really good. It has rewritten the query with Windows function. This is what I wanted. And then indexing recommendations are there because I gave it schema. This is a partitioning strategy. And then this one is approximate percentile. Very good. Even it has tackled the bonus challenge which I asked it, and done wonderfully well. And then it is talking about timescale DB. Wow, good stuff. This one, it has used its own intelligence. Then it has given me the summary of deliverables, and this is a bonus final recommendation. I think this could be a real good thing for the tool use deployed in real time. So stay tuned. I will also be doing a tool use video very soon. Okay, in the next test, I'm just going to ask it to create me a Lego game. So it is a Lego building game set in a colorful 2D environment. The game should feature a virtual workbench where users can spawn, drag, rotate, and snap together Lego bricks of various shapes. So let's run this. Look at the speed. This is what I was talking about earlier when we were discussing the architecture of this model. So it's a very hard prompt. I won't be surprised if it is unable to do the full, but we can already see the signs of brilliance there in the previous result. So I'm going to test it out very thoroughly in full precision with full weights very soon locally. So stay tuned. It is still creating it. So it has produced something. I think it is still working. And let me show you my VRAM consumption too. So this is my VRAM consumption, just close to 19 gig in as the model works fully onto the GPU. So I could even go with a higher quant like Q8 or something. And this is, I think I didn't show you my Ubuntu system config. So this is the system I'm using. Okay, there you go. So it is still creating. So let's wait. As I said, it's a big prompt. And it has finished doing it, and I'm just going to show you what exactly is it has created. So you see, you can add the break here, you can move it like this, and I'm just going to go here. Can I rotate it? I can. Where is the, I'll just click on it and D. It's not rotating. Maybe I'll just go here, put on top of it. I'm clicking on add a break. It's not letting me adding the break. So maybe I would just need to do another iteration. This is a flat tile. This is 1 byte. I'm dragging to move. Nope, it's not letting me move here. So I think we would just need to do another one. So these buttons are not working primarily. Okay, no problem. I'll just go back then by skipping the press. By press the skipping button, and then maybe in the next video I will load the full version instead of this quantized. As I understand, it's a hard one, but look, don't let that eclipse the brilliance of the model. I think they have done wonderfully well, and I'm not saying it lightly. We have covered a lot of models in quantized one. This one has performed wonderfully well, but and now know that how to get it installed locally with Ollama in a quantized version and have fun. Let me know how you go. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as it helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.